Yeah, that seems like it, ain't it? Okay. Wherefore art thou? Oh, hello. Hi, guys. How we doing? Hold on, because I think Tati.
I'm doing
Okay.
pretty good.
Now we have unmuted the Tati. We can go ahead and get started. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
What's going on, Pixel Sister family? It's your friendly neighborhood Fluffy Ninja.
And your pretty gamer, the Sailor Kirby, here today.
We are here after a good couple week hiatus. I had to recover from Las Vegas. That was a lot. So Tati had to recover from work because they're trying to kill her to death. So we're all here.
It's either that or I'm trying to kill them.
That or burn the place down. I'm still trying to figure out which one it is, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I hope everybody's doing great today. I hope everybody is out doing all the things. We have a very great show that's coming up for you today. We also have a very special guest here today. We've been talking about this for a while now because Tati is the biggest fan of our special guest because she watches his shows. She posts them on our podcast, TikTok, and everything else. And then I've known him since the Blurred Syndicate podcast. So if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right.
And also, wasn't he in here in our very first stream?
Yes, him and Sir and Sensei, they all were in our first stream. But I got to do this the best way I know how. It's like summoning. It's like my new little summoning jutsu. So just give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and warm it up. Okay, so what's up, Pixel Sister fam? Today's guest is someone I've had the pleasure of knowing since our day in the Blurred Syndicate podcast. Over the years, one thing has always stood out about him: his passion for gaming. Whether we're talking about the latest releases, gaming news, hidden gems, and the future of the industry, his love of gaming seems to grow with every conversation. He's a content creator, reviewer, writer, fellow lover of all things blurred culture. Beyond that, he's someone who genuinely enjoys building community and creating spaces where gamers can connect, share opinions, and celebrate the hobby we all love. He's also one half of the Victory Road Gaming Podcast with co-host the Dub, which we'll kidnap Dub next time. Together they bring a thoughtful discussion, game insights, plenty of laughter of the gaming community. So whether you're here for gaming, anime, blurred culture, or just a good conversation, you're in for an awesome episode. Ladies and gentlemen, Pixel Sister fam, help me to welcome and summon our lovely Husky Hokage. Hey, Husky Hokage, how you
doing? Hey, Buffy, thank you so much. That was one of the best introductions I've had. I really appreciate that.
I told you I gotta get warmed up.
Yes, you did. I appreciate that. That was amazing.
So for those that don't actually know you, let break us down like who you are and what you love most about this blurred culture. Why is it so important?
So as she said, as Fluffy said, I am the Husky Hokage. Marcus to some, Big Hus to others. I am a gaming content creator, streamer, like you said, reviewer, writer, and lover of all things blurred culture. I know for myself, someone who's growing up, and I grew up rural area, urban, hood, whatever. But growing up in the hood, you don't see a lot of people that look like me that support or that are vocal about the things in blurred culture that we love. So growing up, I didn't have a whole lot of examples. I was one of the only kids I know watching anime or stuff like I'm thinking it's just Japanese cartoons, didn't know the name of it. I'm watching. I told you my very first anime was something I shouldn't have been watching, but I ended up seeing anyway because my mama had HBO, I think Cinemax. It was Ninja Scroll. My very first anime ever was Ninja Scroll.
Oh.
And I'm just thinking it was a cartoon because it's guys with swords. I'm like, ooh, I like swords. And clearly it was something else. But very first anime ever was Ninja Scroll. But like I didn't know anybody else that watched that type of stuff growing up. So that's why I'm very vocal about blurred culture and just all of that encompassed from anime to comics to wrestling to Star Trek, Star Wars, and overall gaming as well. So I try to make sure I'm vocal about all of it, but my niche, my love, and my hobby mainly revolves around the gaming aspect of it.
All right, good people. Let's clap it up. Clap it up. Oh, I forgot to put the thing on the screen. Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
So, as much as we would love to stare at all this black excellence in one podcast, I want to go ahead and jump right into the first segment that we have today, which is the gaming industry highlights. So, with the gaming industry highlights, the one thing that I have, everybody's gone. Everybody is gone.
Oh, yay! Technical difficulties.
Get out.
Again.
Let's see. See, you know it's a good episode if we always have different technical difficulties. All right. So with the gaming industry, there has been a lot of stuff floating around. One, which I actually asked you about, was the new PS5 policy when it came down to, license policy when it came down to your games. So to give it a short thing, when I first read it, it said that if you don't play your games within the 30-day time zone, then you lose your licensing and then you have to go through all that. What do you think about that, Tati? Do you think that's a fair thing to do? Even though it's we've been doing this for a long time and there's no reason why this should start now. There was nothing wrong with the licensing before, so why is it going on now?
I do not care for this. I think we should be able to keep whatever that. If I'm understanding correct, then we purchased this license, correct? And if after 30 days of not using it, we just automatically lose it. Is that correct?
So the actual thing is, what happens is, if you purchase a game, and it was after a certain date in March, but if you purchase a game and you're not online, let's say that. So if you purchase a game and you go offline for over 30 days, then in order to play that game, you will have to reestablish your license for the said game, which is basically going back online. And what they were doing was, what they were trying to do is, they were doing this because they had scammers who were not saying what they're doing, what they're doing is right, but what the issue was, there were scammers that were buying games, asking for a refund, but going offline after, and they would get the refund and still have the game. So they were trying to do this to stop that. So you don't lose your game or have to rebuy your game, because I know a lot of people had that misconception where you would have to rebuy your game. No, it'll show that, but if you have to go online and just reestablish your license, or you can go to, I think if you go to, it's on the PlayStation, but I can't remember because I had to do it for my kids, where you have to restore your license. And once you go online and hit restore your license, I think it's in the settings or something like that, and it'll show right back up as yours or whatever the case may be. So if you ever run into that, that's all it is. You just need to go and restore your license if your PlayStation hasn't been online for a certain amount of time.
So I'm trying to figure out, does that also apply to Horizons? Because I put too much time. I did 12-hour shifts on that game. I don't appreciate that I have to sit here. Yeah, I think that's where my TF is. Because
it's only if you haven't been online. So if you don't play online at all, when I say play online, I mean is if your console is in offline mode. Like if you're off, your console does not connect to the internet at all, period. You don't get the updates, you don't do nothing, you don't go online, even just jump in party chat, you're offline completely, then yes, you would have to restore it. But if you're online all the time, you don't have
that.
No, you shouldn't have that. Any of you do, all you have to do is restore your license. But like I said, it's for those people, and it brought up a point where people were talking about where like people in the army where they leave and be on Elite Gold, take their console with them, and they be gone for a certain amount of time, and then they go somewhere and try to play a game, and it has its cons or what have you. But long as you, like I said, even if you don't play online, but if you get on, like if your system is still online, you shouldn't run into that issue necessarily. I don't think.
Okay. Tati, any thoughts on that?
It feels like a bit. It still feels like a huge inconvenience. I just think they need better security just against scammers. It just feels like a unnecessary thing.
I agree.
I think it's like, my question is, with this being a thing with PlayStation, even though it's like a separate console from Nintendo and Steam, do you think that they will try that type of stuff? Because if a trend just like a regular trend, if you know for a fact that something is working, then sometimes like other companies will start hopping on that same bandwagon.
Well, technically, most of these, what people don't realize about games in general, like you're basically, even if you buy a game, whether it be physical or not, you're renting the license. And if you play online, they can reject their license at any time. Like Nintendo, it was a story that came out like in the first year of the Nintendo Switch 2 where a guy bought a used game from someone, and I don't know if they bricked, but they shut down his console. They shut it down or whatever because they thought it was a fake game or what have you. So it eventually got cleared up, but it was the fact of that they did that, and they have the ability to do that if they see that you're online and you have like a fake game. So I think it was stolen. It was something that I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something to either a stolen or a fake game, even though he had bought it from someone. They registered, I guess it was registered to another IP or another Switch, and then he put it in his, and boom, bam, it's, hey, this is not yours. So we basically bricked this console or whatever. He, so he got it resolved, but it was just the fact that it happened, and it wasn't in the United States. I think it was in South America somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. But it still happened. Now, and the only thing about this, one last thing is we as a society don't read user agreements, and I tell people all the time, like, no, it's a lot of stuff. You don't read those user agreements, and there's so much stuff in there that they put in there that people don't actually sit down and read, and you never know what they can and can't do. So that's why I'll have outrage, but the same, I'm not outraged, but I'll voice my dislike of it, but I try not to let it like just because of the simple fact of I know I don't read user agreements. I know a lot of people don't read user agreements.
Right.
And they slide so much verbiage and stuff in those user agreements.
They do that on purpose.
Because you're just so excited for the game, and you done got hyped up from all the trailers.
Everything.
Yeah, you done got hyped up on all the trailers. You got all the little walkthroughs. Yep. You don't give a care. You just want to play the game. And it is sad that I'm guilty because I did that with South of Midnight, and I kind of regret that right now. Because we can talk about it in Gaming Odyssey, but let's go ahead and shift gears into the other section that doesn't seem like it's making any sense either. So now we're in this day and age where, because of what's going on outside the world, and yes, we're not going to touch on too much political jargon. We're just going to know that Agent Orange is in office and there's not much that we can do about it. But right now, you're starting to mess with gamer pockets. So to run that back a little bit, anybody remember how much the Switch originally was when it first came out? Like the actual Switch Lite?
I think it was maybe 200?
It was about like
$250, right?
Maybe close to or something like that. Around between $250 and $200.
It was around $250, yeah.
So as of right now, as it stands, that if you was to get it off of eBay is about $350. if you decide to get a brand new Switch 2 now, because originally the Switch 2 was what, 3 something, Tati? Or what?
No, the Switch 2
Uh-huh.
or the Switch 2 originally when it came out, it was
The Switch
500.
2.
Yeah, because
It's
It was
500
5.
something.
Well, no, it's 4 right now. It's so the price they do have a price increase coming. It's going to go up by $50. So Switch 2
was
is
$450.99.
$450.
Yeah.
Correct,
Yeah.
and then it's going to go up to like $499 in like September or something like that.
Why around my birthday we gonna go ahead and get everything high? I feel insulted.
Yeah.
I tell people, so I've been telling people since last year that if you wanted a console, go ahead and get it because they're going to raise the prices. And it's a lot going on from the so-called from the tariffs. The big issue is tariffs, but the big issue is AI. AI and the data centers, and all this AI is causing them to build data centers, and those data centers require a lot of RAM. And what that is doing is it's affecting the console market because consoles do use RAM and they have RAM chips, and they're starting to, they're cost more or whatever because the data center people, the government likes AI, and they're willing to pay all the money, and so they have a bunch of money for AI. So those people can buy RAM like whatever. And what is causing issues with consoles, computers, and other stuff that use RAM and install it. So what they're having to do is because they have to pay more money for the RAM, they're starting to put that on the players. And like I said, when initially the Switch, they raised the price. When the Switch 2 came out, they raised the price of, I think around November or September last year, they raised the price of the original Switch, like the Switch 1, Switch Lite. They raised the price of that to keep from raising the price of the Switch 2. But they couldn't do that any longer, so now they're raising the price of the Switch 2. But it's on them. I'm saying, but only by $50. But it's still a price increase. So, but I will say it's one of the cheapest consoles out right now because
that's the sad part. Nintendo is the cheapest option at this point in time.
Yeah, and then, Tati, don't you have not beef with Nintendo? I was like, don't you have Nintendo have you in a chokehold? Isn't that what you said the last time we talked about this? Nintendo has you in a chokehold.
Yeah, they do, because that's like one of my favorite platforms, and it's mostly because it's like the only one that I can actually afford without feeling guilty.
So I have a whole list of go ahead, sorry. Go ahead, Tati.
No, I'm just like, when I bought my Switch 2, I bought the Pokemon bundle, and it's like that was like the bundle. The game was like $50, and that's like a bundle. But now with the price increase, you're essentially just paying the bundle prices without getting the extra game.
Yeah.
Right, that sucks. But then again, I already bought my Switch 2, so. But it just sucks for everyone else.
Yeah, because I have a whole list of like all the different price increases. Like PlayStation 5, the disc version is $650, and I remember that being $500. And then it says PlayStation Digitals is now $600. PlayStation Pro is $899. And if we remember, like a couple months back when they did the anniversary PlayStation, that was literally rent. My rent is already $1,400, so that's part of my rent. Literally, no. I was like, we good.
The Steam Deck is almost $1,000.
Yeah, it's
Steam
like
Deck OLED is $1,000, and
it says Steam Deck base starts at about $789.
You can still get the LCD version for. I think you may be able to find an LCD version for like $500 or something like that. And I have an LCD version, and I like my Steam Deck or what have you. But the OLED, it went up by $300. Even the 512 went up by $300, and or 512 went up by like $250. But then the 1 terabyte went up to basically close to $1,000, and it's like yeah.
Okay, and then it says Xbox is $650. And then the X series is $650, and the Xbox Series S is about $400. And I'm surprised that the Xbox and Nintendo are at at an impasse with each other because they're like about the same, but they're not really the same. So it's like Nintendo and Xbox is your only choice to come to the dark side. But then after that, it's just like, if you would like to be the expensive and bougie, you got to start kicking out for the PlayStation and the Steam and any other console that's just like over like $400. So I feel like the future in gaming now.
I'd rather be.
You rather know. I feel like the future in gaming as of right now is looking as though it's becoming a luxury rather than a commodity. And it's sad because I remember just having a Nintendo 64 and I'm blowing in the cartridge, and the cartridge itself was like, I think when my father got it, he was like, it was like $10 for that one cartridge, but he knew somebody.
I will say because 64.
It depends on the
game. Depending on the game. The game. So there were some 64 games like $80. There were some cartridges that were $80. So it depended, once again, all depending on the game, and that's why they, when PlayStation first dropped and they had their disc, it was cheaper because it was on a disc and not a cartridge, because cartridges were supposed to be higher or whatever, and so they switched to the disc. But yeah. This is the first generation where we've seen the console prices, as the generation got on, the console prices go up. This is like the first generation we've seen that because of everything that's going on with the tariffs and the RAM data and all that stuff. All that has caused the price of consoles to go up, and it's just sad. Like the next generation of consoles that we possibly will see in the next 2 years or so are probably going to be base $1,000, if not more.
Okay, so that's why I was like, my initial thing is, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen for that. The future of gaming, will it still exist for the next generation? Now, I put this up there like that because I realized that even though we're seeing it, how are we going to explain to the next generation? Like, see, back in the day when a console was like $300, but now your console is like $2,000, and we're gonna have to make payments. And they'll look at us like, okay, so why? I was like, why is it $2,000 now, Mom? And I'm like, baby, that is a long story for another day. I mean, I have a sage called the Husky Hokage that might be able to explain it better, but I just and a fluffy ninja named Sailor Kirby, they'll probably tell you better than I, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't getting that console. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what is the future gonna look like for future gamers that like, or the ones that just started out. I know we just got and this is outside of like the gaming industry in total. We just got another stream network outside of Crunchyroll because Crunchyroll ate Funimation. So now we're in this age where it seems like it's going to be free, but not for long. So how do we explain that to them?
I mean, as far as the next generation, a lot of them are going to grow up with that's part of it. But a lot of them are going to grow up with it. Like it's going to already be ingrained in them because of everything that's going on. Like the shift from gaming, from where like we saw from us growing up to where we are now. Like if you look at how, just take Fortnite for example. Like when we were growing up, we didn't have a game like that. Now I don't play Fortnite. I don't really like Fortnite. I don't either. But
I see no
the
point.
Kids and a lot of people love Fortnite. They're not printing money like they used to. But you have look at how big it is and how everybody knows what Fortnite is. Like they have that now, and it's a free to play game. It's a free. Imagine spending that much time and hours in a game that you don't have to pay for. You didn't have to pay. The game was free, and you can choose to spend money or not. But like I said, it's a free to play game, and it still makes money. We didn't have that growing up. So like the next generation are going to already be ingrained with a lot of those things. Now, as far as the consoles, like I said, it's going to be crazy. Now, one thing that could possibly happen, because I know you mentioned it, where consoles are a luxury. Consoles it's kind of been a luxury, yes and no on the luxury part, because it's a bit of a luxury, but no, it's not so much of a luxury where the average person or the casual gamer wasn't able to, they were able to still afford it. Like a console Christmas time, your family wasn't the most well off, but your mom will still be able, your parents will still be able to get you that new console at that point in time. Now it's going to be to the point where I got to pay rent. I can't afford, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to either cause a gaming crash where we see the market tank, where they push all this money. It's going to go that route. But the way some people are, that, and see, the problem lies in where I know I can sacrifice and not get some. You may be able to sacrifice and not get some, but Tati, she may be like, I'm gonna get it. I got the money for it. I don't care. I'm gonna get it. You have so many people like that where even though it's bad for gaming or whatever, you're gonna have so many people be like, I don't care. I'm about to get it. I got the money for it because I want it. FOMO. And that's their right.
It's FOMO.
It might be, but it also like if they love gaming and that's their favorite console, that's their thing, like they're gonna pay for it regardless of what it is, because of the simple fact I have the money for it. And like I'm an adult, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have people like that. So that's why I'm like, it's something drastic is gonna have to happen in the gaming industry where everybody is like, has to put their foot down and like, we're not paying for that.
Right.
We're not paying for that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, like how I told Tati when it came down to the Sonic movie when it first came out, the actual poster was a guy in a Sonic jumpsuit. Literally just him, head of Sonic, and then just one giant fluff like you were going to a convention. Mm-hmm. And then everybody stood up and said, yeah, no, we're not having that. And if we could do that, and they changed it to what it was originally supposed to be. Now, I know that for everybody, not like us, like you said, not everybody has the luxury to actually do or buy games. Because in some cases, it's like, again, a luxury type of situation. Or if people like Tati or me or you have the money to be able to do that, but we have to choose between security and gaming, automatically you choose security because of the fact that you know that in order for me to enjoy this AC while I play Call of Duty, I still have to pay the electric bill. So in order for me to eat this popcorn on the couch, to watch my favorite movie, I still have to pay the streaming service on Netflix. So it's like, it comes down to, and this is where we wrap it up, on at least on this section with the gaming industry. It comes down to this. If prices are going to keep rising like this, GameStop's thing is going to tank. Best Buy stocks might tank, and then they're going to wonder why, and it will be because of the pricing. And like I said, it's understandable how the prices is, just how you explained it, Husky, but just you're going to have to choose which D you gonna serve. I like not sweating hot balls in South Carolina heat. So we're gonna run with that instead of like buying a new game. Yeah. But all right. So
and also more of the reason why AI needs to die.
Yeah, Tati is like a big
more of the reason why AI should just die.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say this. I'm not completely against AI. Same. I'm against to the point where I don't like generative AI, but as far as the gaming, there has been talking about. Yeah, I would say there has been AI used in gaming for years, and how if it's used how it's supposed to be, which is supposed to be a tool, I'm fine. If it makes some life easier for certain developers, I'm fine with that. It's just like I said, the generative part, I don't really vibe with. I don't even like. I get, as someone who online, you get on Facebook and you see all those people with those images, they just be creating, playing with stuff, making little images and stuff, having to have the AI remodel them and all that stuff like that. They get on my nerves now. But like that stuff like that. Like, and I
Yeah.
get it. You think it's fun, but I just don't. I don't even play with it like that. But yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's always going to be nuance to the AI situation. I just specifically want generative AI to die.
Yeah.
But it's like there can be some balance here.
Right.
But it's like these companies are using generative AI, ChatGPT for writing and stuff like that. I'm like, come on, y'all don't need to do that.
Yeah, for me personally, again, I'm with Husky. I don't like, I'm not totally against it and I'm not totally for it. Go ahead and pay the artists what they're due, because literally there was a company that I read a while ago that fired half of their artist staff just to use AI to be able to cut the time for creating an anime that is supposed to take over a year, but they want it to be done in between 6 to 8 months. So, and I was like, that is not okay, because you got kids now that aspire to be artists, like anime artists and cartoon tunists, and they're looking at this like, okay, so I'm gonna be out of a job. It's the same thing like for people that work in, I would say, in a car manufacturer. They're going to be replaced by metal arms, because the metal arms don't ask for time off. They don't have to go see their kids. They don't have to go home and eat. We can run them ragged and just make sure we charge them for the next day. But the reality of the situation is there's nothing like human touch to everything. And all those, like, I will not lie, because I've used it to help me like improve some of my writing, but all of it's my words. Yeah. I'm not trying to sit here and make it write all my script or anything else. Hell no, because then that's not me being authentic. But when it comes down to paying artists what they're worth and being able to do it that way, that I'm all for. Mm-hmm. So we just have to keep an eye on all this as far as it's concerned, because at some point we're gonna we're gonna have to stand up for that as well. And it's like, it's gonna be a lot.
There's gonna be a breaking point.
Yep, there's gonna
be a breaking point.
It has to be.
It has to be. So as we wrap up like the gaming industry, does anybody else have any final thoughts before we go to the next segment?
Man.
All right.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So now we're gonna go to the next part of our segment, which is summertime screen time. So with this, we are going to be talking about whether it's all the either anime or regular movies that's just coming out for the summer. Summer's out, fun's out. I just want to look at like all the different movies that are coming out now, because we talk about AI, but we also need to talk about this live action stuff that's going on and whether or not it's even worth it. So first thing before we do anything, we need to talk about, because I want to hear Tati's rant about Super Mario Galaxy, because she's hell bent on saying she has beef with whoever made it. Was it Illumination?
Yeah.
Yes, so I have beef with this company. Essentially, the Super Mario Galaxy movie just feels like just a bunch of TikTok and Instagram reels to me. There is a plot, but it's like barely cohesive, and it's just like I did not care for this movie. It is like it improved in some aspects, but it's like, why is Fox McCloud here? I love the man, but why is he here? All that screen time from Fox could have gone to Rosalina, who got shafted in this movie, by the way. You get to see her being cool for like the first 10 minutes, and then she's just damseled the rest of the way. And it's like...
So like I told you, they probably... okay, so one creator that I follow, she's the one that I can't remember her name right now, but she's the one that said that she could be the lawyer for the different villains.
I'm trying to remember. I know who you're talking about.
Supreme Attorney.
Yeah, I think so. And she was like, if she could be the lawyer or the defense attorney for the for villains, this would what she would say. She went to go see that movie, and she said that she was like, although I didn't care for it too much, but she's like, but if you're a person that loves nostalgia and loves like Mario and his whole, you'll actually like this movie. But for the other people, it might not be. It might be a hit or miss for them. And I was like, I agree, because for me, it was nostalgia for me because of the fact that I could see all the different Halos. Like you incorporated Super Mario Sunshine, Smash Brothers Melee because you have Fox in there, and then at the end of the movie, from the very end, you see Daisy. So it's like now we're starting to bring the whole team together, and it's become more of a show now, kind of like how Marvel was when everybody was like, you can't watch you can't watch this movie until you finish another one. Just informational right now. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Husky.
I was gonna say, because I when we went as a family to see the movie, I thought it was, I actually enjoyed it. I'm not the hugest, like I like Mario, of course, but I'm not like the hugest Mario fan. I did like Fox. Now I do agree there couldn't have been there may have been or could have been a better way to include Fox. But I mean the way they included him, or what they said, the bomb went off, it knocked him into another galaxy, which is why he ended up there, is trying to get back to his galaxy. So I'm not saying it was a kids movie, but at the same time, I'm like, I go with movies like that, like same thing with Minecraft. I went in not expecting like something.
You don't have high expectations.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I wasn't expecting like something that was gonna have me like just thinking, or like a deep plot. I'm thinking like superficial. This is Mario. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going in. I'm going in for the pure enjoyment of it being Mario. Like you said, nostalgia and all that. So like I went in. I was like, hey, okay, we're sitting there laughing and watching stuff going on with Joe. Like, you know what? I got to walk out the movie like, hey, I loved it. I enjoyed it. But like I said, I went in just with a pure enjoyment factor of, hey, Mario, hey, it's Fox McCloud. Because they got my kids had on Mario shirts. I had a Star Fox shirt on because I love Star Fox. But
okay,
I went in with that. Like the fact that Fox McCloud in this movie, I'm good. Like I'm all, you already won me over because the Fox McCloud is in here. So.
Tati,
I will never say it wasn't an entertaining movie. I just wanted a narrative to go along with the nostalgia, because Fox has an interesting story. I just wish they kind of did more with it. Like Rosalina really has a good story, and my light went out. Lovely, but I wanted
Tati.
more than just like nostalgia. I wanted a narrative within the nostalgia. That's why, and I really hate to bring the Sonic movies into it, but I'm going to do it. That's why I just kind of prefer the Sonic movies. Yeah, they have the nostalgia factor, but there's still like a narrative going along. They don't copy the games 1-to-1, but you can just kind of see the progression of the storyline that they're trying to tell. I just didn't get that with the Mario movie. And they did it, even though it was kind of weaker, they did it well in the first movie. And I'm like, what happened here? It's like, I did have a good time with this movie. I just wanted more narrative than just being like nostalgia for the sake of nostalgia. If I wanted to feel nostalgia, I'll just play those nostalgic games. Okay. I mean, that's like my major beef with this movie.
Oh, I have no beef with it whatsoever. I loved it as a child whose first game system.
Of course you don't.
Was a Nintendo 64. I'm sitting here like, if only I had a plushie Yoshi, this would be even better. Like that was my whole thing. I was like, I am 8 years old, sitting here watching this movie. Like, I am so proud that I'm an adult and I can do this. But
they have I think they have a Yoshi now that cracks out of an egg.
Like I know.
I wanted to get that.
That's what she was trying to get.
Yes, my friend Megan, she said that they have them in Harbison right now for $55.
Yeah, they're like $50.
compared to like if you buy it on eBay, it's about $150 to $200. So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go to Wally World and just hit them up when I can. So now that we've talked about one of influential movies that we know that you can throw it, you can go with it. Either way, it's still a great movie on its own. Let's talk about the future here of the screen time. But we're gonna talk about like the far future since we're still in 2026. I am waiting on Spider-Verse beyond the Spider-Verse, and I've seen the trailer. I have seen the art for it. So the official date right now has become June 18th of 2027. So what is our expectations for this movie right now? Because I was not expecting what was at the end of Across the Spider-Verse. But then again, it's like the dimensional thing should have
Prowler Miles.
Yes. I was not expecting that.
Miles Morales as the Prowler.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm planning this gonna probably be another family movie thing, but I really, because my kids love it, so I'm really looking forward to it. Because seeing that, and I like how they did it. It was like because he went to the universe his spider came from, basically. So which is dope, and so I'm looking forward. I really want to see what happened. Looks like they were trying to get the old band back together. They brought back some of the other spider people at the end. So I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see how Miles is going to bounce back, and how Miguel is what's going to happen to Miguel. Like and because Miles is low key is probably my favorite Spider-Man ever since his iteration. I have like the first book. I didn't get the first run, but I got like the second run of when Miles was first introduced. But I'm looking forward to this, man. I love Miles, and I want to see him, do good and everything. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm really looking forward to that.
I'm looking mostly towards the interaction between Spider-Gwen and Miles, because I need to know what happens at that point. Because yes,
she has a lot to make up for.
Yeah, she has a lot to make up for, and
absolutely.
I've read things and seen things on TikTok about he should just say bump her. That's not his friend, and that's pretty much it. And he's like, and if he forgives her, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, first of all, dude, this is still a character. Let's just wind that back. This is a character going through an emotional employments of what he thought was the truth for a moment. It's just like when you find out your father ain't your father. It is a shock and awe for a first go round, but after a while, you start to adjust to the fact of what it is. As long as they taught you things, that's all that matters. But I feel like their relationship should not cut off at the ankles. Hopefully it doesn't in this movie. And even with her saving him, I hope that they can come to some type of impasse with this, because like I said, they were cool together, and you can see the difference. Like she made him feel safe, and he did vice versa. That's what a true friendship is. And when I see friendships like that going on like heels, I kind of weep for it, because it's not fair. But I know these things have to happen. But anybody else's thoughts on what they want or expect out of the Spider-Verse movie?
I just want a good movie.
Same.
Honestly, I want to see more Hobie Brown. I want to see more Spider-Punk.
Oh, my favorite. No. See, I have too many. We had so many. When I went to...
Why?
Okay, so when I went to the convention it wasn't MomoCon. It was GalaxyCon. There were so many Miguel's cosplays. It was ridiculous. Me personally, I got beef with Miguel anyway, because like, why are you jumping and chasing after my dude? Like, you could have handled that a whole other different way. You didn't have to make it like a dire sentence when you did that. You could have handled that a whole different way there, sir. But All right, let's fast forward to the
I expect a redemption arc, but I don't expect him to live.
Well,
I
yeah.
expect a redemption arc for him, but I don't think he's going to make it out alive.
I think the same thing, but it's like it's only hoping. I just expect a
Frozen
good movie
again.
at this point.
Lovely.
All right, so the next movie we're up, and it's going to be the last one before we go into a break. Sonic the Hedgehog 4 is scheduled to be released March 19th of 2027. It's around Tati's birthday, and she is giddy as all get out.
Yes.
She is
You
more
bet your
excited
ass
because
I
of
am.
Amy. Because of Amy Rose. And
she is my favorite character.
So if you are a big Sonic fan, I would say hit the like button or subscribe. Oh, there she go.
My girl here.
So if you're a big Sonic fan, comment down below. Let us... Oh, you got her on the controller holder?
Swag. Yeah, it's the classic version. I got that.
Okay.
Amazon.
So, do we have any high expectations for this movie? Or are we not like big Sonic fans? Like, let me know what's up.
I saw the first, so I haven't actually seen Sonic 3 yet. I still gotta watch Sonic 3.
Okay.
But I actually enjoy the movie. I really enjoy the movies. I like Sonic 1, like Sonic 2. I just have not sat down to watch Sonic 3 yet, but I'm looking forward to when they talk.
You need to watch Sonic 3.
I know. They when I heard they were bringing Amy Rose, I was like, yeah, I gotta watch Sonic 3 now, so I can be ready for Sonic 4. I just haven't had the time to sit down and do it, but yeah, it's on my list. It is on my list.
I know. Don't worry. I'm around the same thing. Even though it's like
she'll tell you that I was jumping the whole entire movie.
Yep. Let me tell you about this. This is worse than when we were at the end game. Because at end game, there was a white lady in the back seat that was looking at me to tell Tati to shut up because she was jumping up and down saying yes, and then she was like, yeah, your friend shit. I was like, I can't control her no more than I brought her here. Like, so I don't know what you asking. You have entered. I was like, I told her when we left, I was like, ma'am, you are in a nerd sanctum. The moment you step in here, you are supposed to expect just about anything in this field. There will probably be some people that will be Naruto running in the middle of the theater. That's why they got AC. I expect all of that. So when you walk into a place like that, just be prepared. Please do, because I couldn't help her. And then there was like another lady that was like telling Tati that she needed to calm down too. I was like, so it's Tati versus the whole cinema. I'm just gonna have to bring a shield. Find a Captain America shield and just bring it and just hide behind it because I'm short enough to do it. So that way when Tati finished beating them up, and I'll just be sitting here like, you good? Can we go home now? Like, can we go home? But Tati, expectations. What do you want to see? What do you want to expand on before we head on to commercial break?
Oh, I just really want to see Amy being very cool, but still keep her sweet and kind side. And I want a mutual relationship with her and Sonic, because the thing about their relationship is that Sonic acts all nonchalant about Amy, even though it's gotten better over the years. It kind of gets to a point where it's like, Sonic, stop playing games and just be nice to her. This whole nonchalant thing is getting old. I want a more mutual kind of relationship between Sonic and Amy.
Where there is
but I also want her to be cool. I want her to use her hammer and to beat up people with.
Oh, okay. Yep. So
you were saying?
No, I was saying like there is a fandom that feel like it's not the Sonic that should have Amy, Shadow should, because she might be able to soften him up a little bit. But it's like we won't know. we won't know until the movie comes out. But it's like there's some people that feel like that's a better match than that, and then Sonic should be linked up with somebody else in the Sonic universe, not Amy. So just be mindful they might put something like that in there. But who knows? At this point,
hey, I love Shadow with Amy too. I love the whole emo with the preppy thing. So I will be fine either way.
Okay. So,
but I'm just saying, Sonic and Amy was my very first, so I would like to see that. But if it doesn't happen, I'm not opposed to Shadow and Amy.
I feel you.
Either way, I win.
Yeah, either way.
and that's the most important part.
I cannot. So we've laid a lot on you guys.
No,
we've done a lot in this first section of the podcast. So let's go ahead and take a break so that way we can honor those that have passed on before us and to give everybody a chance to get a drink of water. All right. So we're gonna do this.
Love we lost. We're almost getting to play, trying to call me home. The hate, the hurt, the pain, the love we lost. When you turn to me and say to start it now.
Cosplayers, artists, and Twitch streamers. We're looking to feature you on our next live stream. If you're interested, please contact us on all our social media or email us on pixelsystemworld@gmail.com. Let's jump right back into the show.
Hey, you. You're muted.
I know, and I'm trying to get us all back in the same section again. Technical difficulties. There we go. Yeah, I figured it out. All right, so I hope you got your waters and everything
this must
situated.
Be a great show then.
Exactly. Everything to block it.
Technical difficulties in every section. I love it. All right, everybody. So I know we just did like a very short tribute to all those that have passed on, voice actors, artists that contribute very major impact to the game of voiceover, artistry. I was really upset about like the person that did the background art for Kiki's Delivery Service, because that's one of my favorite movies from Studio Ghibli.
That is mine too.
But what got me is that we will not have, for those that love to read subtitles, we don't see those voice actors again. So I would like to honor those. that passed on. I would have gone further, but then that would have been a longer video than we wanted to be. So,
Yeah.
and then I even researched any if there's any blurred voice actors that have passed on, and it's like all of us are still kicking. So I'm happy about that. So let's go even further down. So let's go on to the next section that we have here, which is the Gaming Odyssey. Now, since we have been in the gaming verse, the blurred culture, we all know that there's one thing that we love most, and we've been talking about it since we started gaming. So, we would like to know exactly what your gaming odyssey is. What that means for those that are new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Gaming odyssey is basically what game has you in a chokehold, what game has you hold you hostage, what games are you expecting, and what do you want more of out of the game you're currently playing. So since we have our lovely guest here, we would like to get him go first. Because I love all the monologues.
He gets to go first.
He gets to go first. You on the seat, Husky? Let's go. Gaming Odyssey. What game has you in a chokehold right now? Like, even if you want to put it down, you cannot put it
down. So currently, I've been playing Black Myth Wukong. Jumped into that because I finished some other game. So I decided to play it. I've had it. I purchased it. Decided to pick it up on Xbox. So I've been playing that. And I don't play. It's not a Souls game, but it's kind of have some of those same type of difficulty aspect of it. However, it's really fun. It's challenging, and it does piss me off here and there. However, I'm having a lot of fun with it. That's right now is one of the games I want to roll credits on. So I'm doing my best to try to get through it. But I'm having fun while doing it.
Okay. So what about games that you're expecting? Because I know a whole lineup, and again, they just love my birthday of September to start throwing games out there. Is there any games that you're expecting that would be your number one play? Or
my number one play actually got delayed till next year, and that's Fable. I'm a huge Fable fan. I grew up but I played like the original games, Fable 1 and 2, 3 back on the 360, and then later on the Xbox One and things that. So I'm really looking for the remake of Fable, and it was supposed to come out this year, but they came out and said it's being delayed until next year in 2027. So hopefully we get that first part of next year. So that was my most anticipated game of the year. It's still a most anticipated game, so I'm looking forward to that. But I know Wolverine is coming in September. I'm also looking forward to that. And more recently, the remake of Star Fox. So with that dropping in a couple of weeks, I am also looking forward to that. So Star Fox, they're doing like a full remake of Star Fox, adding some more lore to it. I'm excited for that as well. So
okay, swag. Yeah. Let's do a clap up for our lovely Husky Hokage for her. Strong with the bangers. All right. So next we have Tati, our Sailor Kirby. Talk to us. What
They're lagging again. All right.
Okay. So Tati, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what has you in a chokehold this time around? What games are you either expecting?
They're lagging again. Lovely.
Oh, sorry. Can
you hear me?
Got
me? Yeah, I can hear you now, but you're still kind of lagging.
Okay.
Of course this happens when it's my turn.
Oh God. Go ahead, Tati. You have the floor. Let's see.
Okay. All right. The game that I'm currently in a chokehold about is Pokemon Pokopia. It's essentially what you get with Animal Crossing and Pokemon, and it's just like you're trying to rebuild the towns, homes, and everything. It's super cozy. It's a very fun, cozy game for me, and it's
So
the
it's
only thing
basically
that's
Animal
been keeping
Crossing
me
with
sane for like
Pokemon.
the past few weeks.
Yep.
Basically Animal Crossing for Pokemon.
Yes, I literally just said that.
Mm.
Yeah, but you got a lot more to do. You'd be surprised how much personality a lot of these Pokemon be having. Some of them be having the audacity, and I love it.
Okay. So what is like a game that you're expecting?
And that's like the only game that I. Okay, the only game that I've been kind of semi interested in is kind of the and I'm like seeing like this new weird art style for it. I'm like, okay, let's see what you got, Star Fox. And also another game that as of this recording had just came out is Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. I may pick that up way later, but that's also another game that I'm thinking about picking up.
Okay, sweet.
All right. So what about you, my fluffy friend? What's your gaming odyssey?
I think I said it earlier. The game that had me in chokehold is South of Midnight. Now, I will say this only because I thought I had to buy the Xbox to get it. I didn't think that there was actually going to do a crossover with Sony to be able to allow us to have it. So I stayed up. I made a schedule, and that's something I haven't done in years. I made a schedule to play this game. I started at 7 and I didn't finish till 5 a.m. And my Twitch stream is the receipt of when I started. So I did it for 2 days straight. I got fussed at by my husband for it. He was like, "Are you coming to bed or are you just gonna stay here?" I'm like, "Shh, I'm being beat up by a hate right now. I need to focus." Because every time I kept dying, I was pissed. Another game that has me right now, I would say, I have not played it, but
so that's your red schedule.
Yes, because I'm recovering from that as well. So I used to be able to do like a 12-hour gaming session, maybe longer than that, but I realized I can't do that anymore without the consequences of my actions. So, one game that has me held up is
Welcome to adulthood.
Listen, we're not gonna do this. I was fine before I knew I was an adult. I still feel like I'm a teenager in this moment when I play these games like that. I think it's the new Resident Evil
until Rent has to come.
Yep, until Rent has to come, and then I have to figure out exactly what's going on. The Resident Evil game is something that I'm not too big into horror games. And to me, that's where it sits. But I've watched my husband play it a lot, and then I've been like, this is very interesting. I would not mind playing this. But my question is like whether or not I'll complete it, I don't know. So, and then the game that I'm looking forward to as of right now, because I'm trying to get the name of it. I'm up now. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I wrote it down. Where'd it go? Okay. Because I've already accepted the fact that Auto 6 is not coming, and then that's just where my life is. Because that's what I wanted. But I'm constantly keep getting disappointed, so I'm not even going to bother with it anymore. I'm done. I think for me, and this is like a nostalgia game on my end, it's the Rugrats Retro Rewind.
Okay.
Because I've always wanted to play the game, but I never got a chance to buy it when it first came out. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. And I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone and not just I was thinking about playing, where is it? Because I write things down in a Darksiders War Master Edition.
Okay.
I don't know how I would like this game. So I'm trying to step out of my usual because I'm actually waiting on the Yoshi game. So what is it? Yoshi
In the mysterious book.
Yeah, and a mysterious book, that's the one I wanted to play. But I was like, I'm just gonna step in my comfort zone and just go from there. But I digress. But that's all for me as far as that. See, that's a very short section. And for those of you that don't know anything about June releases, let's go ahead and go down the line. The first one is Fate Keeper. Early access is June 2nd. That's already passed, but we know that. eFootball Kickoff is going to be on the Switch June 4th. River City Saga, Journey of the West, PlayStation 5 and Switch and PS. Sorry, and PC, June 4th. Then we have the Solar Punk for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch 2, and PC, June 9th. Was it Crushing Time? PC version, June 10th. I'm wondering if they'll ever put these PC games actually on like digital for PlayStation or Xbox or whatever.
Some PC games do go. Some games will release on PC and then they'll eventually get released on console. Just Doom Awakening. It was originally released on PC only, and then or on Steam, and they just announced that it's coming to console in September. So you have games that do that. They'll release on PC and then they'll come to console, vice versa. You know, we've seen it like Baldur's Gate 3. So it does it from time to time. So yeah.
Also, Baldur's Gate is another one that I wanted to do. I didn't look. I don't know if the Gaming Awards has already happened or not.
No, they don't have they happen. The actual Game Awards, like that show, doesn't happen until like December.
Okay, because I was about to say, I don't think the Game Awards has happened just yet. But I saw Baldur's Gate when it won, so I was like, that's another thing to look into. Again, stepping out of comfort zone and seeing where did we go. There's also Pokemon Champions coming out June 17th.
Yep, for mobile.
And just for mobile. Then we have The Adventures of Eli, the Millennium Tales.
The whole outrage with that.
There's an outrage with that? Let's see. And we have Dark Scrolls that's supposed to come on Switch June 22nd. The Echoes, was it Dead or Alive 6 Last Rounds coming out June 25th. For PlayStation, both Xbox games and PC, and then Star Fox for you that's coming out June 25th.
Yep.
And then there's supposed to be rumored to be another Splatoon game coming out. Tati.
Yes, Splatoon Raiders.
Then we have the Digimon Story.
That was the other one. Yeah, that was the other game I was going to look forward to.
Then we have what is it? Digimon Story Time.
I'm still surprised Digimon's so popular enough to get games.
Right.
Yeah, their games I haven't played them, but there's a lot of people that love the Digimon games. Digimon games are actually they're more JRPG based, but they're really good. People like them. People love them. I think the one that just came out like last year, not Cyber Sleuth, it was Time Strange or something, but people love that game.
Oh, I have no idea. I love Digimon for a while, and then just like certain parts of Pokemon, I retired. I remember
watching the anime.
Right.
Yeah, but the games are really good. The games I haven't played one, but like I know Dub played it. A couple other friends, I think Sir was playing through. Like they all played through, and they loved it. They loved Digimon.
Well, there's also aside from that one. Tati is not gonna like this one. Paul Worlds comes.
Power World,
Yep. She's not gonna like that. July 10th. If everybody remembers or been following us for a while, our very first or second episode, we talked about Paul World and how that was the beginning of the artist decline and AI increase. So if you haven't seen that episode, I highly encourage you to go see it.
But Paul World is going to be for PlayStation 5 and both Xbox Series and Xbox One, PC and Mac. What is it next? Hand of Fate Hordes, that's early release on PC, July 22nd. Splatoon Raiders, that is July 23rd. The Gothic Classics is July 28th. There is another one called Detoid. I have no idea. It looked interesting to me, so I wrote it down. It comes out July 14th. And then we have the new EA Sports College Football 27. That comes out July 9th. So if you're wondering where we get all our lists from, we get them from Game Inform. So if you are a person that's still trying to figure out what's your game preference or what's your genre style, your Fluffy Ninja is going to be doing Gaming 101, where we'll not only talk about you as a gamer, but we'll also be talking about you as what type of gaming style that you like the most. Because I think a lot of people they just play the game at random because it's either recommended or it's just something that they find accidentally. So if you know what your gaming style is, you'll probably better love it more. So any thoughts on like any of these releases, guys?
I mean, college football is something I get every year, but I agree with you as far as if you find something, like if you have a certain type of genre, it helps. You know, you can find, because like you have your big AAA games, but then there are smaller indie and double A games that also are really good that some people miss out on because it doesn't get the marketing that some of the AAA games get. So long if you know the type of genre or the type of games you like to play, there are so many games come out. Like I'm a big a lot of people don't know, but I love beat 'em up games. So I'll find like certain beat 'em up, I'll search for them or just find the ones that are being made, things like that. Because I love those type of games, from Streets of Rage, Double Dragon to like the Turtles, TMT Turtles Revenge, all those like games like that, like good little beat 'em up. Marvel Cosmic Invasion that just came out not too long ago. I love those type of games.
There's a game on PlayStation that
it's a good beat 'em up.
Yeah, like Marvel versus Capcom that I saw that I want to get. I don't know the name of it right now, but that's one of those.
Is it like one of the newer one, or is it one of the collections?
I think it's a newer one. I don't know.
I think the newest Marvel versus Capcom is the.
Say it again.
Because I know a while ago they did put out a collection for Marvel. I said I know a little while ago they put out a collection for Marvel versus Capcom games somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
I'm like, wait, did they make a new one already?
Yeah.
No. They have a.
Did not hear
not
that.
Marvel versus Capcom. They have a. What do they have? They have a. If you're talking about the beat 'em up, they have Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Like that's like the newest game.
Okay.
It dropped. That came out late last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I said, excuse me, it's a beat 'em up style, but it's really fun. They just introduced some new characters for it.
Okay. So all right, everybody, that wraps up the gaming odyssey for us. So everyone did an awesome job. So I'm going to continue to play this. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. So now this is where me and Tati starts to shine in this situation. Husky, you can chime in on this one. Now it's the final segment of the day, which is my favorite. And Tati, this is the one I was telling you that you're going to like off the top. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Geeky Gems, where we talk about books, fashion, makeup collabs, and more. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. All right. So as the founder of Geeky Gems, which is Tati over in yonder, Geeky Gems, for those that don't know, is basically
Give me 1 second. I was
the culture in one sitting. So we're talking about geeky chic stuff like trending makeup and beauty and otaku streetwear, mangas that we have been reading, and sometimes like anime spotlights, anything that's been like that you've been addicted to, just like the game at Odyssey, something that you can't just put down. So I'm gonna let our lovely Sailor Kirby take us off on the first go round. And Tati, what do you have for Geeky Gems or Geek Chic? Let's put it that way.
Well, for right now, I'm doing to start off lightly, I'm doing a reading manga called Magical Girl Dandelion. It's basically about a girl who befriends like an enemy shadow, and basically she gets roped into becoming a magical girl. But the thing is, she has to fight fight all these evil shadow creatures. But the issue is, she befriended one who saved her from certain death. So they're trying to navigate their friendship and her being a magical girl. It's a very interesting read so far.
Okay.
So far, I think there's 2 volumes out right now. I'm halfway finished with the first one. I'll pick up the second one in a bit. And so far, I'm liking it. The artwork is very nice. It's very of my alley.
Okay. Swag.
And there's another book. There's another book I've been reading. I'm not sure if I'm able to pull it up though, but it's an ebook that I've been reading called Tuesday's Blues. This is the one I told you about, Ariel, when we were doing our meeting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's about this girl. It's by Jackie Airy. She's a content creator on TikTok. Also, she writes books. This one that I picked up is called Tuesday Blues. It's about a girl named Tuesday who lives in a world of monsters and mythical creatures, and she's a struggling musician trying to pay rent, essentially. And just so no one gets shocked, there is some spice in this book.
Yeah, I'm
using book talk lingo. Yes. And
so that
you can imagine some of the scenarios with monsters and stuff like that.
That way, the YouTube gods won't try to smite us when we talk about spicy stuff. So there we go. We're gonna go that far. All right. Do you have any like makeup collabs or anything that we need to know about that's just coming out?
Give me 1 second, because I thought I brought it up here with me.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Shenanigans.
I need to read a book. I haven't read a book in a minute.
You haven't read any like manga as of lately, or you just stopped altogether?
I haven't read any manga as of lately.
Oh, that's fine. I know, like a lot of people, they've gotten so used to just watching it that they just stop with the reads, and it's okay. Okay, go ahead, Tati. You all.
All right, so this is a special collab from Winx Club and this online creator called Neko Yanyan. She made these really pretty eyeshadow Winx Club palettes. They're in the shape of butterflies.
Oh wow, those are nice.
And you can get like you can get like all of the Winx Club girls based on their color palette. And your girl bought the whole set.
Oh God. It's like, yeah, well, financial responsibility. I'm here for it.
Hey, I was extra good going through hell during my work hours. I deserve this.
Hey,
you definitely do.
I didn't set anyone on fire this time. I did not set anyone on fire this time, so I deserve this.
Or got a complaint like the last time. Trying to nearly strangle. Listen, that is hilarious. And the lady said that you were something, and she didn't just explain the whole detail. She just said you were something.
Oh yes, because she had the audacity to come in like 10 minutes before we're closing, and I had the audacity to side-eye her. She
Okay.
there's a literal review on that with my full name there. I don't know how to feel about that.
Feel proud, my fluffy friend. Feel proud. Because someone has taken out the time of their
but
busy
this-
schedule.
Oh yes, yes. I take up so much hate in someone's heart. Well, I'm here just showing off my beautiful butterfly eyeshadow palettes that I spent my hard-earned money to show y'all. I might do a separate review on these whenever I get the chance. But yes, this is what that has been on my radar lately. So, my friend, so what is your whole spiel this time?
Husky, do you have any for me, or is it all right for me to go?
I don't really. I don't have anything. Like I said, the most recent thing. Well, the most recent thing I got, like I said, got a new controller for my Switch 2. But other than that, I bought a Nixie controller, the Hyperion 3, and it's awesome. It vibrates like crazy. I was playing Donkey Kong Bonanza with it, and it was just going. I'm gonna have to figure out how to turn the vibration down in it, but it's amazing controller. I'm gonna need a new case, but yeah. Other than that,
you're gonna have to send me the link to that because I'm probably gonna like that.
Yeah, it's super nice. Like I said, they have a discount and all this stuff. I gotta go through and finish getting it set. Well, like I said, decrease the volume, but it looks like this.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you can, of course, you can take it apart, nice. And it has the magnetic.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it has the it's magnet, just so it works with the Switch 2. I have to buy I bought this from when I had my Switch 1. It's a GameCube.
Swag.
Yeah, it's a GameCube controller they made adapters for it.
Is that by Mad Cats?
It's by Nixie. It's by the same company. It's by this same. It's my background. We see this. Okay, there we go. It's by Nixie. Same company that made this. They also made this. Yeah. So I just need and they made adapters for this. They made adapters for it. So if I get the adapters, it'll connect to my Switch 2 like it normally. It still connects through Bluetooth, so I can use it. But if I want to connect it like the magnet style like this, I can do that with the adapters it has for. I just have I think they're like $10. I need to quit being cheap and go ahead and buy them. Yeah. Like I said, it comes apart like it normally. But yeah, this is awesome. I used this when I was playing certain games with my Switch 2, my Switch. So, but it's like I said, it still works. It's awesome. So yeah.
Yeah, you most definitely got to send me the link to that because I didn't even know much about that. Oh, so what about any anime
you're going to share that with me?
Yes, and I'll pass it along to you. Sharing is caring. So is there any animes that have got you very invested in?
The anime that I actually haven't watched anything recently. I need to go back because I know a new season of Wisteria Sword and Wand came out, so I really need to go in and jump on that. But I haven't had the time to go and sit through. I watched I went in and finished up JJK, the season of JJK, and
I'm behind.
I had to go. I went to go finish that up. I went to. I'm trying to think what else. Was there anything else I watched? I'm waiting on. They did announce Delicious in Dungeon season 2 got confirmed, so waiting for them to announce when it's gonna be. Waiting on season 3 of Shangri-La Frontier. I need to finish
that up.
And what else?
Shangri-La Frontier?
Shangri-La Frontier is really good. If you have not watched that one, I do recommend that to people. Shangri-La Frontier is a cool one to get into. What else? And I'm looking forward to. It was another one that I'm really looking forward to. Oh, to the movie next year is one of my favorite animes is Haiku, and I am looking forward to. They're doing another movie next year. I think another movie next year, and they're gonna try to finish the series somehow. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Swagadicious. Thank you, good sir.
Nice.
Tati, you got any anime recommendations for us this time around?
No, I've just been mostly rewatching a bunch of things. I'm trying to catch up with Apothecary Diaries, and I'm trying to. I know, and I'm also trying to watch
I have
Delicious
infected
Dungeon
everyone with
also.
Apothecary Diaries.
Delicious in Dungeons. I hope if you get a chance, well, if you do get a chance to finish it, that's really good.
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
saying
I've only
nothing.
seen like the first 2 episodes. I only saw like the first 2 episodes, and I'm really digging it so far. But it's like, timing, just timing. But I'm really digging it so far.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
but I'm not really watching anything new. Not right now, at least.
Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up on that on my end. So my section of Geeky Gems talks about streetwear. So as we all know, as your fluffy ninja, I am a person that likes a lot of clothes, things to show my swag and such. And I would like to do shout outs on different streetwear that has been coming on trend or some that I have ran into. So I would say Box Lunch. I will give you a shout out because you gave me the best shirt that I could ever buy. So the shirt itself was on sale. It was originally $45, but I was able to knock it down to 20 with my lunch money. It was a Goku versus Frieza shirt that I wore at the.
Wait, is this the shirt that you bought the pop-up place?
Yes, that's the same shirt. So it would have Goku and Frieza on the back of it, and then the other shirt also came from Box Lunch. That's Terry's shirt now because I can't fit it. And let's put it this way, the correct way. He stole it. There we go. But I think since he's been around my family, he's starting to know their tricks where we're like, can I borrow this for 5 seconds? I don't ever see that shirt again. Yeah, that's where we are right now. I have no idea what that shirt is. It's gone. So another one I will name is Kiki's Attire. Kiki's Attire has become like a very hot trend of classy, cute, girly, where you can do the fit any way you want to. Mine was the Goku version of her attires. I'm trying to see if I have a chance to share here. Okay, so this is Kiki's Attire. She's starting to do more guy wear. So it has been, I think that one is from Luffy. But the one that she's starting to do jars now. But the one that I got, where are you? Is this one. The one that has Goku. Because on the back of the shirt, it has Goku symbol on it. If I can just go up. There we go.
Oh, okay.
I wore that to the AWA. But I noticed that there's a lot of creators that's getting her stuff that has and there's some people that never heard of her. So I want to give shout out to Kiki as well because I tagged her in it and I collabed with her with it. So I appreciate you giving me some of letting me buy your attire and allowing me to show you off. And that's another one that I've seen a lot that's popping up on. Another trend that I've seen popping up a lot is where are you? Here. Anime Ape. Now, if anybody knows Anime Ape and how long they've been doing business, I personally like their shirt jackets and I like their shorts because when I work out, I want everybody to know that I'm a nerd and I'm proud of it. I'm trying to see and their jerseys. So these are some of the jackets and they're semi-fairly priced. They're not too high because I've seen jackets like this or like hoodies like this for over $150 and they're only pricing it between $50 to $60. It's literally around the same price as or average video game. So if you're a person that loves Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, and there's one for Spy Family here as well.
Okay, that's cool.
And they also have the t-shirt. The t-shirts are cheaper than the jackets.
That's nice.
So it's like if you're a person that likes to be not cosplay, but you like to be dripped down like I do, so this is an option for you. As well as there is a content creator now. She has made her own. What is it here? Let me stop. There is another content creator now. She did a excellent cosplay of Shadow, and she now has her own swimwear. Actually, that she put out. I'm not sure if it's fully out yet, but I've seen videos of it on TikTok, and that's something to expect for the summer. So if you're looking for like anime inspired swimwear, she's one. When I get the details, I'll put it in the comments below in the description, so that way you can get full access to it. Another thing that I want to bring up as well is the collabs that have been going on. Just like we have clothing collabs, there have been a lot of different collabs going on for anime inspired things, like the Pokemon collab that just happened. Well, yeah, is it? No, it's tomorrow.
That's still happening.
Yeah, that's still happening, but the second half starts on
with Target.
Yeah, at Target. We did a whole video. We're doing a whole video on that. I would bring it up to you now, but my phone is being a booty. So just expect if you are a lover of Pokemon. And Tati bought the perfume from the Target collab with Pokemon. Okay. And also we realized that I have them with me. Okay. So Tati bought the perfume and stuff. They come with the nice size bottle, and also there's a charm attached to it. She'll show you in the next 30 seconds.
Here's one for electric tights. Smells like pineapple.
Okay.
Got one for my favorite tights, water type. And this one is berry scented. And I got one for normal fairy types, and it's something called peach marshmallow.
Okay, that's cool.
They also have a green one that it smells like green apple, and then there's also another one for water types that's out. But there's also
have one.
Yeah, so I want to, for those that don't already have access to it, I want people to know that out of my way, you add.
Yeah, and this is like some of the things I managed to salvage because that section of Target is like stripped.
Oh yeah, our section is bare. There's nothing left besides the perfume and the jackets. If you see this jacket right here, that's the only thing that was left. Everything else has been murdered. There is a set of headphones that was gaming headphones that were supposed to be there, murdered. It is not there anymore. Poof. They have t-shirts, home goods,
and they're not even good headphones.
I bet they just got Pokemon on it.
Yep, $25 for a handbag, for like a sling bag here.
$8 for a keychain.
$130 for that jacket that's still there. Yep. Even though it's like price $80 at our Target over here in like Garners Ferry. Then there's the book bag for $35, the other hoodie for $40. But we've had, for anybody that loves Pokemon in all its forms, the second half is going to come June 6th, which is tomorrow. So if you want it, you can go ahead and grab it. Just save some for the rest of us, if you can. We don't want it to be.
No, that's not happening.
Listen, I could dream, can I? And I would say the last thing.
Quick.
I think the last thing, as far as like collabs wise, is the collab with Popeyes with Luffy and the bento box, the shirts. all those things. That is still completely sold out. So if you're a person that's still looking for them, I'm sorry to inform you, they're sold out. They're not making any more. And there's supposed to be a treasure chest that you could buy too, but the only person that has that is Megan Thee Stallion, and I'm pretty sure she ain't giving that up for nothing. So you can you can continue to look for the shirts. Most likely you might find it on eBay, but maybe not. But I give commends to these creators and the collabs, because I've noticed, because the Pokemon collab made me realize that it's been as of May 22nd, it's 10 years since Pokemon Go has been out, and then Pokemon itself is 40 years. Was it 30 or 40 years old, Tati?
I think it's
about 30.
30? 30? Is it 40?
30?
I didn't think it was 40. Is it? I think it's 30.
I'm Googling.
To the Google.
35, maybe.
To the Google machine.
Nope, 30 years old. As of February 27th, 1996, Pokemon is 30 years old as of this time we're talking now. So if you
I'm old and decrepit.
Get out.
I'm old and decrepit.
Speak for yourself. You are old. And then Pokemon Go has been out for 10 years now. So I'm pretty sure that this is just a homage to the 10-year anniversary. Sorry, the 30th anniversary, and also so that way we love Pokemon ever since high school. Ooh.
Even before, it was probably elementary, middle school.
I remember when Pokemon came out. I remember when Pokemon came out.
I remember fighting over the TV.
It was just a baby.
I remember fighting over the TV because my grandmother said she didn't want to watch this mess. So there's that. As far as things that I've been watching, I'm trying to skew past this. I have been watching this anime called May I Ask for One Final Thing. It goes into the story of a villainess that has the power of Cronoa, the god of time, and she is supposed to marry a guy who is not so good, in my opinion. But when he decides to break off of their marriage arrangement, she said, "Can I ask for one more thing?" The anime itself is action-packed. It's not just about like her going through things, but the character does develop a little bit. I've also ran into this thing called The Bartender Glass of God. That's also a good anime to look into as well. What else? I watched Suki Michi Moonlit Fantasy. I rewatched it. So that's also a great one. It's about a guy that's pulled into a fantasy world. Originally, his sister was supposed to be pulled into the world, but he decided to go in her place. He has to go against a goddess who does not care for him too much. In her perfect world, every person she's made is beautiful, and she considers him to be ugly and decrepit, and she bans him from ever reproducing with any of her people. It's a whole thing. If you look at it, you'll find the funny in it.
Okay.
I'm also rewatching Apothecary Diaries, so that way I can be prepared for when not only the movie but the third season comes out. I've seen Solo Leveling more times than I should, and I'm waiting on the other season to come out. And what else? Where is it? I'm trying to. Oh, the newest one that has just caught my attention, called The Witch Hat Atelier. That has become a very interesting one. It's about a little girl who loves magic in all of its forms, and then she meets a witch that gives her a book that has all these different magic spells in it, and she decides to explore trying to become a witch, but in the result, she ends up risking her family to do so. Now she's on a mission to be able to actually get her mother back and be able to go back to normal. But there's a lot more to just becoming a witch besides casting spells. it's all about the intent. But that itself is a great anime that's new to me. I highly recommend anybody that wants to look into that. It is well worth the wait. And Fearin, if you've already seen Fearin, I'm just starting. Please don't give me any spoilers. I'm still trying to figure out why she's nonchalant about everything. And then finally, my anime reads, it's a whole list, but I'm not reading them. The top 3 I have is Tears of a Withered Flower. Big synopsis. Young girl moves away to Tokyo, decides to get married to the love of her life. Come to find out he's in like deep amount of debt and ends up breaking up, getting a divorce, and then trying to figure out how to process life after marriage or after what she's been through. And then there is the second one. This is on Webtoon. It's called To Whom It No Longer Concerns. Basically, our main character, she sees the future and sees that her family kills her, and then she finds out. Yes, it is very. She sees the future first before she passes. She sees that her brother tried to stamp her blood on a deed of trust, which gives them access to everything as far as family fortunes, cars, money, you name it. She has access to it. So they kill her, stamp her blood on it to confirm that she's the one that gave up her rights to everything. And now when she flashes back, she decides that she's going to get her revenge on her family for trying to kill her. It's a really good story, and it's a lot of twists and turns that you never thought to see coming. But other than that, I have nothing else as far as my Geeky Gems. That is it for me. So I give all claps to all my peoples here for allowing me to rant and such. Clap up here. I would also like to thank the Husky Hokage for riding with us to this.
So fun having you here.
It is.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. I've had a good time.
We appreciate you, sir. If you would like to leave, you are free to go, good sir.
Oh yes. Well, I just once again just want to thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to be on y'all platform. I really appreciate y'all. But yeah, thank y'all so much. I do have to go. I gotta feed kids, but yes. Thank y'all so much for everything, man. And I had a really good time. And
we appreciate you for giving us your time. We know you're a big boss creator, so just by stopping by to our lovely abode, it gives us great joy to know that we gamers support gamers in every platform.
Always.
I know we appreciate you. Tati, you got any?
Always. We appreciate you. Well, we appreciate you coming over. It's been very fun despite the technical difficulties.
That
must mean this must be our best episode yet.
Yeah, we should.
This might be our best episode yet.
Oh, I agree.
Well, thank y'all again.
No problem. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Please have a good
come back.
All right, good people. So we're going to wrap up this lovely podcast. It is almost 2 hours. We said it was going to be 30 minutes, but then again, at the same, it don't work that way. Our editor is going to
not with us. We love to yap. We love to yap too much. And plus, we had a special guest. This is a good occasion.
I know, but again, our editor is going to kill us. He's going to look at this and be like, really? You're doing this to me again. But no, we really appreciate you guys that support the show, that's been here from the beginning, and also for those that are just joining. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, we do stuff like this once or twice a month, so that way we can bring you all the juicy details and all the different geeky gems. We do this because not just because we love gaming, but we love the Blur community and we love what it offers us. Do you have any final remarks there, Tati?
Not much. I'm just saying thank you for having us. And also, Please, please be the world is kind of crazy right now. A lot of nonsense is going on. Please be the light that you want to see in your community.
Yeah,
Please, let's just support each other because there's a lot of fandom nonsense and a lot of real world nonsense. So please support your local Black establishment, your favorite creator, all that good stuff. Because we at this point, I feel like all we have is each other. So we need to uplift each other.
and that's all the purpose of Pixel Sisters. It's not just about to hear us rant or have guests or anything else. It's to create a space where this type of stuff can happen. And I know that for some people this may not be their jam, but I highly encourage you just to take a moment to look at your favorite creators, look at your favorite animes, and ask yourself, like, it's because of these types of spaces that your your favorite animes and stuff are able to exist, because someone took the time to like make the space. So as we close this episode out, we thank you so much. We appreciate you with all our hearts. Or I'm gonna do Korean one. We appreciate you all, but just like all things, we have to shut it down. But we will talk to you guys another time. Bye for now.